The show starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the Holy Shhh Podcast, Monday Night Raw post show for July 22nd, 2024. No four horsemen today. It's just a single tag team, but one of the greatest tag teams of all of podcast history. It's your boy AD from DET.
It's your boy Ron T. the Icon.
And let's get it in. Coach DTM or Chuck, they might join in, they might not, but you know how this goes. The show must go on. And the show tonight started off with Gunther comes to the ring and continues his insults from last week on Damien. Then Damien storms to the ring, no rebuttal at all. They just get the scrapping. Security comes out, they're breaking them up. Damien gets free, gets back at Gunther. Then once we think everything is under control, we go to a commercial break. They come back from commercial break and they're still fighting. Did this set the feud on fire in your eyes, Ron?
I thought this was pretty good. They're making it out for Damien to be the babyface coming in on this. Yeah. They were cheering him when he came out. I was shocked. I thought people hated him. But yeah, this was pretty good. I think it set the mood. It set the scene for what's probably going to be which is hopefully going to be a really good match. It should be. I thought it was funny when they were like, all right, we're going to get word from Gunther, and then he came out of nowhere and they were backstage. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was good.
Sadly, this is probably the most exciting thing that happened today.
Well, we'll see. We got some things coming up and later on in the evening, but this definitely set the mood. I wasn't believing Damien at first as a baby face, but Gunther is being such a great heel. It is by default raising up Damien to a little bit further than his usual mid-level. So shout out to Gunther, not so much Damien, if you know what
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. But next up, Braun Breaker defeats Ilya Dragunov via referee stoppage. Ilya been on a little roll this week, so for them to just bury him like this, no pin, no nothing, was that scripted or not? What you think?
Ilya is really good of like blurring the lines to where you can't figure out if it was real or not. This was a work, but this was a good way to do it, to make it look like, oh man, he hit his head on the apron. Because if you saw the replay, he didn't hit his head. So they played that really well.
I didn't.
Yeah, they played it. They played it in slow mo, and I caught it. Right. But he did, like, he came close. They did a good job with it. And Ilya is always really good of playing it up to where you can't really figure out, is he really hurt? I remember something happened in NXT where they took him off on a stretcher before, and you was like, wait, did he really hurt his neck? So, and then he came back the next week with a neck brace on for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, it's Ilya being Ilya, man, and I like the way they did this. They're making Braun look like a monster again, as they should be, and I think this is 100% the right call.
And I'm so glad they did it like this, because now we definitely not getting a triple threat, because Ilya did not deserve that. That's Braun's spot. I think you or Chuck said it last week. Give Braun his one-on-one match. Let him go against Sammy. No shenanigans. And this is setting up to be a hell of an intercontinental match at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Sonya Deville defeats Lyra Valkyria with shenanigans from Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler ringside. Sonya Deville is looking amazing in her return, her fitness, her moves, her look, joining with Zoe and Shayna. You say you agree?
Yeah, I like her whole demeanor right now. It's just cool, calm, collected. She goes out, she executes, and then she acts like it's no big deal afterwards. Everybody else is celebrating, and she keeps a stone face and everything.
I love it. Kayfabe.
Yeah, I like and I like that it was a distraction this time. So she got caught trying to save her friends outside the ring, and got caught in the move. And it really, really wasn't like it was a cheat. Like, she wasn't cheating. She didn't cheat to win this time. It's just that Lyra took her eye off the ball and she capitalized. So
right. And shout out to AEW's The Acclaimed. At the end, they tried to. Did you see them scissor and when they look trying to take the Acclaimed handshake? What the fuck was that all about? What the hell, man? Tony Khan,
I don't know what it was. They said
send a cease and desist right now. They can't send it. That's Acclaimed shit. What the hell was that all about? Next up, though, we get another Wyatt package video. Not so entertaining, but Nikki Cross. And tell us all about this. How'd you feel about this?
They never said it was Nikki Cross still. They still have not said it was Nikki Cross. They showed her a little bit. Right. You could kind of tell it was Nikki Cross, but they never acknowledged that it was her, because Michael Cole keep acting like he don't know who that is. Right, right. I don't know if they're ever going to basically reveal that it is Nikki Cross or how they're actually going to do it, but it was interesting. I'll say that. Yeah, it didn't give you as much depth as they gave Eric Rowan, where you know exactly it's Eric Rowan. Same thing with Bo, you know, is exactly who it is. So
it was tugging on our heartstrings with the other ones.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna do with these next two.
Yeah, we will see. But next up, we get the return of CM Punk. He comes down and announces that he is cleared. That brings down Drew McIntyre. And just when you think they're about to fight, he says, no. But CM Punk says, yes, and chases him down. Security separates them. They get separated, but then Adam Pearce comes down, makes it official, and says at SummerSlam, it will be CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. But then the stipulation comes out, which is in the form of Seth Rollins, as he announces that he will be the special guest referee. This match, we can guarantee some shenanigans at SummerSlam. Yeah, how you feel about Seth being a special guest referee?
I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's going to be very entertaining when the match happens. Right. Just because you know the heat that they both have with each other. Like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have a different beef with Seth, and Seth have different beefs with them. And so it's not necessarily going to be. It's gonna be an unbiased, basically, match. So he should be able to be a good referee, but it's definitely gonna be some type of shenanigans. I kind of wanted to just see a regular match,
right?
But this makes me think that they're gonna push this down the line a little bit more, because it might end in no contest.
Yeah, it might. One thing WWE I'm gonna need you all to do is take Seth freaking Rollins' name and put some goddamn respect on it. This is one of the greatest professional wrestlers on the planet. SummerSlam is one of the biggest matches of the year, and he is a referee. He should be fighting somebody for something. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this at all. He is too good of a athlete performer to just be a referee, unless he's mysteriously hurt and not really ready to compete. Maybe that's the case, because this just makes no sense. Biggest card of the year, one of the biggest wrestlers on the planet, and he's a ref?
That's why I have mixed feelings about it, because I wanted to see Seth in a match.
Yeah.
But maybe he isn't 100% right now, and this is just a way for them to help him finally get back 100%. Yeah. You know, who knows?
If he ain't 100%,
I will say.
Yeah.
I will say, speaking of injury, I was afraid that Drew McIntyre and CM Punk was going to get the brawling and scrapping, and CM Punk was going to get injured again. And I hate to keep thinking that, but I'm going to need him just to get through a whole match and be 100% after the match, because I'm just afraid that his body's not going to hold up. So when they were running at each other, I'm like, somebody please stop him. Okay, good. Somebody stepped in front of him, because I want to see the match.
Exactly. Next up, we get the Final Testament defeats Otis, Xavier, and Tozawa. And afterwards, the Creed brothers and Chad Gable come to the ring and offer Otis a spot on their team. He, of course, turns it down. They get to scuffling, and then out comes the Wyatt Six, making their way down to the ring. The Creed brothers go down to cut them off, but Chad Gable didn't look behind him, and there was Uncle Howdy to hit him with the Sister Abigail, all but surely setting up a match at SummerSlam between Gable and the Creed brothers versus the Wyatt Six. We predicted this, Ryan.
Yeah, I like this, actually. Yes. I like this segment because they're creating a separation between Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is a little bit vulnerable, more liable to be under attack, and Uncle Howdy looks invincible, and this is the route that should have been going with Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. This is like exactly how it should have been going. The Fiend should remain untouchable, and you should have just had Bray Wyatt out there normally. I hope they continue this. I hope it keeps in like this fashion to where they go one by one and just taking people out one by one. I'm excited for this match. I'm excited for it.
Definitely. I am looking forward to that for sure. And a shout out to just Chad Gable, man. The heel and the professional wrestler that he is becoming. He elevated Otis. He elevated Tozawa. He elevated Maxine. And he is elevating the Creed brothers. Give that man a title for what he has been doing for the sport of professional wrestling, man. I'm telling you, a lot of people, they can't build others up. They're so selfish. But Chad Gable is doing a damn thing because the Creed brothers, they look a hell of a lot better alongside Chad Gable.
Yeah, and he sold that Sister Abigail like it was
oh my God, beautifully. Beautifully.
He sold it like it was the worst move to ever take. So
yes, he did.
Shout out to Chad Gable.
Shout out Chad Gable. Next up, we were supposed to get Pete Dunne versus Bronson Reed, but Sheamus said, fuck all of that. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked, in the words of Mark Henry. And did you see that Mark Henry Legends documentary? That was amazing. But anyway, check that one out. But anyway, Sheamus, it seems like they are setting up some type of triple threat. Bronson Reed, Pete Dunne, and Sheamus. It will be a banger for sure because all three of them can go. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, if that's what it ends up being, a triple threat match. Pete Dunne is a little guy, but he can go toe to toe with these big guys, and if they continue this on, I'm guessing it's gonna end up being like a one-on-one match with Pete Dunne versus Sheamus at some point, and that's gonna be crazy as well.
Definitely. Bronson Reed, I can't wait till he get his moment. He got some dues to pay, but I seriously believe in him. Maybe not like heavyweight championship, but you put him along somebody, get him in some type of faction or something, he could cause some noise, man. A man that size, that agile, he needs to be utilized a little bit better.
He is Samoan, so, you know.
We will see. Hey, you never know. They letting everybody in. Cousins, uncles, neighbors, you know, as long as you're some type of islander, you're getting in the group. But next up, throughout the evening, we were getting shades of Rhea telling Dom to leave Jay alone. But then you have Finn Balor still stirring the pot of controversy, telling him, no, you got to go get him. They're chasing them all around the arena. Carlito and JD find them. They jump them backstage. But in the midst of that, Dom got caught with Liv, which caused Mommy to go into a frenzy, telling him, let's go. We go into the ring. We calling out Liv. They call out Liv in the middle of the ring. She doesn't come down. She's in the audience. And she tells Dom, admit your love for me. Say those 3 words. And Dom rips her soul out, looks her in the eye and say, I hate you. What about your other Espanol that I really can't understand what he was saying? But I'm pretty sure it was on the lines of, I hate you, because tears came out. I felt bad for Liv a little bit, even though I know she's faking it. She was crying. She headed to the back. This excited Mommy. She licked up Dominic like an ice cream cone, gave him a big kiss, and it seems like they are back tighter than ever. If a turn is coming and Dom is with Liv, this could make him single-handedly one of the greatest heels ever. I'm telling you, man. How you feel about this segment?
I thought they set up whatever's going to happen pretty well. Shout out to Liv Morgan for the acting skills, because that was convincing. Beautiful. That was really convincing. That she was really upset.
Shout out to jean shorts too. Hello.
But yeah, she played that really well, and the camera followed her to where she walked off the camera and she held it. She didn't break character, and it did. It made me feel bad for her. It did. It made me feel like, oh man, she really fell for Diamond in real life. Bit. Oh, okay. So yeah, this match at SummerSlam. They're doing a really good job of setting up the matches coming up at SummerSlam. Like I would say that this Raw was not really exciting, but they did do a really good job of carry on stories to set up what's going to happen at SummerSlam.
Every match, every feud got taken up just a little bit, and next week you already know they're going to push it right over the edge. I already feel it coming. But next up, finally, Zelina Vega is in the win column. She beats Zoe Stark with one arm with the assistance of Lyra, Carter, and Chance ringside. Finally, Zelina Vega gets a win, Ron.
Yep. They're a four-way team now. Is she leaving the LWO?
I have no idea.
Because Rey Mysterio's out right now. He's off on medical. So maybe she's going off on her own now. Because she didn't have anybody from the LWO backing her. So yeah, finally. It's about time. I said in the group message that I think it's time for them to present that mid-card women's title. And Zelina Vega, she deserves, whether it's short or not, some type of mid-card title reign, because she's been putting in work.
She been putting in work. Last week, she had me cracking up, putting the Vaseline on her face, getting ready to fight. When she was on the mic with Liv, holding her own. Yo, Zelina Vega is stepping it up. And us being podcasters, we see algorithms. Her show with Dakota Kai is hot. So she is killing it in the ring, out the ring. Shout out Zelina Vega. Man. But now we get to the main event. We get a semi-bloodline reunion as Sami Zayn and Jey Uso defeat the World Tag Team Champions JD and Finn Balor. And afterwards, just when you think it's all over, they're about to celebrate and get the eat on, Braun Breaker comes through and decapitates Sami Zayn. Furthering along their storyline, I cannot wait for this Intercontinental match. But shout out Jey Uso and Sami Zayn for the win.
Yeah, you know what I did like about that Braun Breaker thing is he waited for Sami, turned around, he speared Sami, and when Jey got down, he got out the ring and walked off.
Respect.
He didn't want the smoke from Jey, or maybe he just respects Jey.
Yeah,
but
like, my beef ain't with you.
Yep. So I like that he's not going after everybody. He doesn't look like a psychopath. He looks like he is very, very calculated who he's taking out. And that was a pretty good way to end Raw. Make Braun Breaker continue to look strong.
Definitely. On a scale of 1 to 10, tonight's Monday Night Raw, what are you giving it?
I was going to give it a 5. And then I was just thinking about how, even though it wasn't very eventful, how they elevated each feud and each story just a little bit. So I'll give it a 6.5.
I'm around the same area. I'm about a 7.2. To me, it was like a C. It was a C grade. It was they did what they were supposed to do. Nothing bad, nothing extraordinary. Elevated storylines. They would have got a D, but the shorts that Liv Morgan had on, it took it to a C for me. So hey. Great job, Monday Night Raw, setting up SummerSlam. Any last thoughts on the show?
I just hope that they end up doing something with these tag team titles at SummerSlam, and it doesn't end up just being a pre-show quick match type of deal. But other than that, I'm looking forward to being there in Cleveland.
We will be there live, the whole crew. Cleveland, SummerSlam. Look for us. You want to link up, DM us, get at us. We will be there. You will see us tomorrow with Ron T tomorrow for a breakout performance of the night, NXT. They've been on fire the past 2 weeks. I'm sure it will continue. But until then, it's your boy AB from DET.
It's your boy Ron T the Icon.
You tune in to the Holy Shhh Podcast. Peace. out of here, I want to do one quick little thing, man.
Okay.
Take this background off and take this off. Or maybe I can't take that off. Okay, I gotta leave that there. Let's just give a thanks for 400 subscribers. We haven't hit it, but I'm pretty sure by the morning we will. All righty. What up, though? It's your boy ABE from DET.
It's your boy Ron T, the Icon.
We just want to give a special thank you to all the fans. We did it. 400 subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you. It's been a short time and we gained the 400, and we like to thank everybody that has subscribed, everybody that tunes in, everybody that shows us love in the comments. We see it. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Well, we're not stopping there. Share it with your friends. Send it to your mama. Send it to your cousin, because we are on the road to 500. Let's get it. You tune in. This is the Holy Shhh Podcast. All righty.